let's go on to our next part. We've spoken about how these primitive drivers affect our diet. Now we're going to start to talk about how these primitive drivers affect our mental health. Once again, I'm going to stress to you, we have the primitive side, the chimp, the child, the emotional state, the one that wants to rely on instant gratification. I want, stop, go. Then we've got the logical mind, the most recent developed part of our mind. It assesses 2 + 2 = 4. Is this good? Is this bad? Right? On this point, before we move on to Cass's story, I want everyone to take out their phone. And I want you, quiet 1 second. I want you to go to your most used social media channel. I'm going to give you, listen to me, I'm going to give you 60 seconds. I want you to count as many people as you can on your social media feed as you can in 60 seconds. 60 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go, 60 seconds. Put your hands up if you got above 40. Keep them up if you're above 60. 80, 100, 120, 140, 150. 150? 150. Say no, 150. The previous cast 140. Right, everyone listen to me. So you were just able to count over 100 people in less than a minute. Cass would have seen probably less than 500 people in his entire lifetime.
Oh, wow.
And it's important that we understand this. Let me ask you another question. Put your hand up, there's 24 of you here. Put your hand up if you can think of one thing that makes you unique, or one thing that you're really good at in comparison to the rest of the other 24 people here. Put your hand up if you can think of that. One thing that makes you unique. Considering that your DNA is unique in itself, so that's one thing, right? Cool.
So I feel like a trait you do.
Anything, absolutely anything. Best at a certain PlayStation game, best at drawing a certain picture, best at maths, whatever you like. Right. Right, now put your hands down. Now, put your hand up again if you find it more difficult to do so in comparison to every single person on the internet.
Yeah.
Right, do you think it's more difficult to do that in comparison to every single person on the internet?
Yeah.
A lot more difficult, right? Right.
I'm not the best, definitely the best in the world.
Exactly that. But at a swipe of your finger, you can compare yourself to any single person that pops up onto your social media feed, and this is something that happens without you even realising it. In 24 people, or amongst 24 people, or a small tribe, you can be the best, you can be the tallest, you can be the best at this game, you can be the most logical thinker, you can be the best mathematician. All of these feed your self-esteem and make you who you are. They build your self-worth. On a subconscious level, you guys will be comparing yourselves against anyone that you see on your social media feed, unless you make a conscious effort not to. And there's a reason for this. There is a primitive reason why we look out for certain things which relate to status or class. Put your hands up if on your social media feed, just now or in the last, in today, that you saw some type of high level brand clothing. Gucci, Louis Vuitton, etc. Right? Now put your hands down. Now there's a reason why you guys will see this, but you might not see a desk, or you might not see a certain colour of hair, or you might not see a mountain or a park. The reason why is on a subconscious level, your primitive mind is searching for status. And you're basically saying, am I at this person's status, or below this person's status, or above it? And this is the reason why. So Cass brings back his kill to the village and realises that Carl, another tribesman, has brought home a bigger wildebeest. Carl is gaining influence in the tribe and he has a tendency to kill those who are in his way. What could Cass do? Now, yeah, go on.
Like, put them together.
She could join forces, yes.
He can challenge him.
He could challenge him, very good, yes. He could kill him.
Or go back and get a big one.
Or we could go back and get a big one. So this competition leads to, so all you guys are perfect. So answer, Cass could assassinate Carl or challenge him to a fight. The stone adaptation is that Cass maintains his social ranking and he's more likely to eat and more likely to reproduce. It's a survival instinct. The modern day consequence. Cass's situation is quickly remedied, but today, due to laws and social norms, A competing colleague, adulterous spouse, a yelling boss can stress our social rankings, but we cannot act aggressively. This creates chronic stress, which can increase our likelihood of anxiety, depression, heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. If we extend this example, Cass may have seen 500 people in his entire lifetime. If you take out, so we've already done this, you're constantly assessing their rank and their power. If they are more powerful than you will fixate on them and you'll try and emulate their status, which means that you'll try and equal or better their status.